Yeah. So you've got a Babylon A.D. album in the works currently. So what do you, as a vocalist at age whatever you are today, what do you?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well,
I
we're
feel
probably
like I'm 35 myself.
yeah. We all
You
feel
look great
the same.
for 21.
But what do you, as a lyricist and a musician, what do you want Babylon A.D. to say in 2024 versus what you were, what was fodder for songs in 1990?
This is a great question.
Ooh, that's kind of a tough question too, because you're kind of pigeonholed a little bit because of your fans, right? They're expecting what they want to hear. But at the same time, I know, man, I'm a way better lyricist and way better singer than I was then. You know what I mean? It's obvious when I write a song, when I sing a track, it takes me just 2 or 3 takes maybe to sing a track, and I'm done in about 20 minutes. It used to take me a fucking half a day to sing a song back in the day. Just because you want your pitch perfect and you want a little raspiness here or whatever, you know what you're looking for in your head, or you're working with a producer that doesn't have the headphones right. And you're like, geez, man. But when you have your own recording studio and everything like that, it's a lot easier, because you figure everything out. You're like, okay, this, all I do is press the button and I'm good every time.
Well, you know better than anyone else what the fuck you're supposed to sound like.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
It might take a whole career for you to figure out how to do it on your own with no one else in the room.
I think it took a long time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, but now I got that shit down. You know what I mean?
Me too. Yeah.
I like your answer. I like the idea that you recognize that to a degree you have to sort of deliver what the fans are expecting from all the way back in 1990.
What I don't like is when they expect you, it's 2024 and you've got a gig and they just watched your video from 1989 and they're going to the show and they're going, when are the guys in Babylon A.D. going to walk out and take the stage? It says Babylon A.D. on the wall, Babylon A.D. on the wall out there, but who the fuck are these guys? When you don't look like you did, that's one thing. And then the other thing is like your newer material, if you have new material, and this goes to Dave's question. I'm holding both of you guys to it, the question and the answer, because I feel this. I know exactly like the things that you wrote about when you were 22.
Yeah.
At your now you're 21. Yeah. Sorry, you're.
I know what you mean.
You've got some years on you now. I'll just say we don't know how old you are. So.
Yeah.
Do you feel, Dave's question was, do you feel comfortable writing about,
I don't put any lyrics in there yeah, she's so hot with the black, stockings and blah, blah. I don't write that kind of shit no more. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pretend that I'm 20 years old anymore. The lyrical content, it's still in my mind. I always try to make it like kick ass kind of lyric, that I don't know, man. It's just, okay, so for instance, there's the titles of some of the songs I think that are really cool that we're going to be on the record. There's one called Wrecking Machine, and it's a badass tune. There's one called Sucker for Me, which is a really cool groove and hammer swings down kind of song. And then we've got one called Looking for a Heartbeat. And I'd say Looking for a Heartbeat is the track that would be the most, singing about a girl and love and stuff like that.
Okay.
Looking for a heartbeat, baby. That
I like the take on the heartbeat because it's a throwback in a way, because when you're young and dumb and looking to fuck anything, all you need is a heartbeat. I'll fuck anything with a heartbeat. That's what it kind of sounds like on the surface, but your lyric, because of where you are, I mean, you're a fucking grown ass man. We're grown ass men now. And I know that we can't write about, chasing ass. I don't
Jason,
write about chasing ass.
Yeah, I don't really write about that anymore either.
Yeah, it's not. Your libido, you have a libido. I'm lucky to have one, but it's not really the premise of my music.
No.
As to where, when you're young and dumb, that's kind of what one track minds seem to rule. So,
I have heard some bands in the last few years. I'm not going to say who, but when I'm listening to their lyrics and they're, you know, they got a brand new album out, let's just say, and you're like, oh, well, listen to that. You're like, what's he talking about? He's singing like he's talking like he's 16 years old still or something. Know, this guy's as old as me. This is corny. To me, it's fucking corny as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This is exactly why I asked, and I asked not only from the perspective of age and wisdom and maturity, but also your other vocal influences, because you just got done telling us about Moonshine, American Blues Box, and then you've got the soul record. So I would imagine that's a different vocal approach. So not only then it does age and maturity sort of factor in, but maybe some of your other vocal approaches factor in as well. And that's kind of where I was going with that question.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit that right on the head, man.
It's almost like when you're young back then, and you're young and dumb and crazy, you know, and don't know shit, and it's you against the world. It's not your fault, you know. You can go crazy and you can sing about being crazy, but you better be careful if that's like a huge hit that sells millions and millions of records, because you're going to sing about chasing ass for the rest of your life.
Right.
Well, that's so funny that you say that, because we had a song on our second album. It was called Psychedelic Sex Reaction that I wrote with, who did I write that with? Randy Jackson and Jack Pawnee. And I hated the fucking title and the lyrics, right? Psychedelic sex reaction, dun, 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 you know what I mean? The music was really cool, you know, but the lyrics were just so corny. And I had to write the fucking lyrics with the A&R guy in the fucking room, because he wanted it so, you know, so poppy and so this. And it was the weirdest experience I ever had, man, writing lyrics, because it's like they weren't even really my lyrics. I would just say, how about this line? And you go, oh, that's a good line. And I'm scratching my head. I'm talking like for a couple days, man. And this song was cornball.
Did you fly out to Tom's River, New Jersey to do that at Jack's place?
Other songs I did with Jack.
Okay. But yeah, I've written at Jack's place before.
Yeah. Let me finish this real quick.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Fucking song. He loved this song, Psychedelic Sex Reaction.
Yeah.
We go out on the road and they made these boxes with all these, you know, the record company made up all these boxes for promo with psychedelic rubbers in them and all kinds of how to have sex and all this shit. And they sent it to all the radio stations, right? And we're in Chicago at the Thirsty Whale, I think it was. And fucking our manager comes on the bus and he goes, the record company spent like $100,000 this is like the day of the show. He tells us this. And we have all these record company and radio station guys coming out, flew out for all over the country. They're going to watch you guys play Psychedelic Sex Reaction. And we all look at each other and we went like, what the fuck? Because we recorded the song just because Clive Davis told me, if you don't record this song, I ain't putting out your record. He literally told me that, you know? So, but the guys in the band, when we record the song, we put our hand in a pot and we all go, we vow we will never play this song live ever. And you're just like 8 months later, we're out on the road and they tell us, this is your next single. We got a video treatment coming. And we're like, what? So, we hadn't played the song except for the making the record, you know, in the studio. And we got on stage and we didn't play the song. We said, fuck it. I'm telling you, that was like one of the biggest mistakes we ever made, because after that, the record company said, fuck you guys on the bus. You guys are in a Winnebago.
Wow.
That is a great story. You know? That's kind of punk rock. That's hilarious.
So if I may, and I apologize for interrupting your answer, because obviously it was fueled. So the song that me and Mike Watson from the Toys went to Jersey and wrote with Jack Ponte was Gypsy Black and Blue Valentine on the second Toys record. And there's so many people that love that song.
Yeah, a lot of people love that.
We were pretty much forced to put that song on the record. And we also had maybe played it once in rehearsal, and we were all kind of like, had the like who farted look on our face while
exactly.
And we same thing, Derek. We just vowed to never play it live. And every once in a while there's a hardcore fan that loves that asks for it, and you just can't, you know, it's like, I don't know the lyrics to that anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to know the lyrics to that.
We recorded it and split, you know, it was kind of like, God damn it.